Imagine a life where everything you desire is at your fingertips. Instant access to a wealth of knowledge, entertainment and connection, just a click or a swipe away. We're living in an era where technology promises to make our lives easier, more efficient, and more enjoyable than ever before. But what if this very technology is subtly manipulating us, trapping us in a cycle of instant gratification and leaving us more unsatisfied than ever? Welcome to the dopamine trap. This is a place where chasing pleasure becomes the primary goal of life and everything else takes a back seat. Here, happiness is a series of momentary highs rather than a state of being. You may find yourself constantly seeking new experiences, new possessions, or new information, always in search of that next big hit of dopamine. Now, it might be hard to admit, but we're all susceptible to this trap. The modern world is designed to trigger our dopamine receptors. Social media feeds, streaming services, online shopping, they're all engineered to keep us engaged and coming back for more. But recognizing the problem is the first step towards taking control. In today's video, we'll talk about understanding the science behind the dopamine trap, identifying its signs in your daily life, and most importantly, sharing practical strategies to help you escape its clutches and reclaim your life. Before we dive in, remember to hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss any of our videos. Let's begin. Section 1. Understanding the science of dopamine and the trap. To truly understand the gravity of the situation, we need to look at the science behind it all. Dopamine, a neurotransmitter produced in the brain, plays a crucial role in our motivation and pleasure. When we engage in activities that our brain deems rewarding, such as eating, sleeping, or socializing, dopamine is released. It's this very dopamine that the designers of our digital world are exploiting. You see, these platforms and devices are engineered to trigger a surge of dopamine in our brains, making us feel incredibly satisfied and encouraging us to repeat the behavior. But this constant manipulation has dulled our sensitivity to natural sources of dopamine over time. This means that we now need a higher dosage of artificial stimulation to achieve the same level of satisfaction, leading to a vicious cycle of escalating consumption. Think about it. Just like a drug addict needs a bigger hit to satisfy their craving, we too find ourselves spending more and more time on our phones, scrolling endlessly through social media feeds or binge-watching series, all in a desperate attempt to chase that elusive dopamine high. As we delve deeper into this rabbit hole, we become less and less able to experience pleasure from the real world around us. Simple joys like reading a book, having a conversation, or even walking in nature no longer provide the same satisfaction as we've become accustomed to the instant gratification offered by our devices. Section 2. Recognizing the signs of the dopamine trap. Are you starting to feel like your life is slipping away from your grasp, consumed by the relentless demands of your smartphone? Perhaps you find yourself checking your email or social media notifications dozens of times a day, unable to resist the urge to see if you've received the latest message or like. If this sounds familiar, you might already be experiencing the effects of the dopamine trap. Being trapped in this cycle can have serious consequences for your life. It can affect your relationships, your work, your physical and mental health. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the signs of the dopamine trap so that you can take action to free yourself from its grip. One telltale sign of the dopamine trap is when you find yourself constantly distracted. You might start a task, but find it difficult to stay focused, easily sidetracked by incoming messages or the allure of other digital distractions. Another sign is feeling an overwhelming urge to check your phone whenever you experience a moment of boredom or downtime. You might feel restless or uncomfortable when not connected, showcasing a dependence on your device to stave off negative emotions. Moreover, if you're in a relationship, you might notice that you're spending less quality time with your partner or friends, opting instead to stay connected to your phone. When you prioritize your device over your relationships, it's a clear indication that the dopamine trap is starting to take hold. Furthermore, if you're constantly tired or lacking motivation despite getting enough sleep, it could be a sign that the dopamine trap is draining your energy and resolve. The constant barrage of digital stimulation can leave you feeling mentally exhausted and demotivated, making it crucial to reassess your relationship with your devices. Finally, if you're frequently experiencing negative emotions like anxiety, irritability, or depression, despite having no obvious reason, it could be linked to the dopamine trap. The artificial highs from your devices can lead to emotional instability when you're not using them, leaving you feeling a range of unpleasant emotions. By being aware of these signs, you can take proactive steps to prevent the dopamine trap from consuming your life. Remember, the first step towards breaking free is acknowledging the problem. Section 3. Breaking free from the dopamine trap. So you've recognized the signs. Now what? Taking control of your life from the clutches of the dopamine trap might seem daunting, but it's absolutely achievable with conscious effort and the right strategies. One of the most effective ways to break free is to set healthy boundaries for yourself. Start by designating specific times of the day when you will disconnect from your devices. This might mean setting aside certain hours each day to enjoy screen-free activities or establishing device-free zones in your home, such as your bedroom or dining table. By creating these boundaries, you'll train yourself to resist the urge to check your phone every few minutes and instead engage with the world around you. Another powerful strategy is to use technology to your advantage. There are various apps and tools designed to help you monitor and limit your screen time. Utilize these resources to track your device usage and set limits for specific apps or websites that you want to reduce. You can also explore website and app blockers to prevent yourself from accessing distracting sites during work or study sessions. By leveraging technology in this way, you'll have a better chance of breaking the cycle of overstimulation. Moreover, it's essential to find alternative sources of dopamine to replace the artificial hits you've been getting from your devices. Engage in activities that naturally boost your dopamine levels, such as spending time in nature, exercising regularly, practicing mindfulness, or connecting with friends and loved ones face-to-face. By cultivating these healthy habits, you'll create a balanced lifestyle that reduces your reliance on artificial sources of stimulation. Remember, escaping the dopamine trap is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, self-awareness, and a willingness to change. Be kind to yourself when you stumble, and make it a priority to celebrate your successes along the way. Reaching out for support from friends, family, or professionals can also be beneficial as you navigate this process. Breaking free from the dopamine trap is not about depriving yourself of the enjoyment that technology can bring. It's about regaining control over your life and appreciating the simple pleasures that exist beyond the screen. It's about rediscovering the joy of reading a book, having a meaningful conversation, or simply taking a walk in the park. It's about living a life that's rich in experiences, connections, and personal growth, rather than one that's dictated by the constant lure of artificial stimulation. We'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced the signs of the dopamine trap? What strategies have you found helpful in managing it? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. Subscribe to our channel for more insightful mental health videos. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.